This custom PCB with an ESP32 powers my light shelf. I call it a light shelf because it's a shelf with a light. The entire PCB was designed using KiCad. At its heart is an ESP32C6 microcontroller, so I can turn the lights on and off over Wi-Fi without having to get my lazy butt out of my chair. It needs to be able to power 3 independent lighting zones of warm white and cold light, totaling to 6 channels. It also needs to control an addressable RGB strip because I'm extra like that. Its only purpose is to look cool. After 2 weeks I received this box in the mail. It has 5 of them, of which 2 of them are partially assembled. I need to add the rest of the components myself. I gave it some power and nothing. I hadn't used this mini module before and I didn't realize that you needed to connect up the EN pin to enable it. I didn't expose that pin on the board anywhere, so I had no choice but to redesign it and order a brand new board. 2 rookie mistakes in 1. Because of the high brightness, I calculated that I could be pulling over 200 watts at any one time, so I opted for 24 volt LEDs instead of the usual 12 volt.
Oof, that's bright.
I added 3 large buttons along the front of the shelf so you can control the lights manually. To get the 3 independent zones, I cut a small notch out of the strip at certain points so the positive side could flow all the way down the strip, while I only had to run 2 wires at each point for the different zones. The MOSFETs were getting quite toasty, so I added some heat sinks. Using my thermal camera, we can see the hotspot is now 55 degrees, well within spec for this component.
Ooh, that's bright. That's what I wanted it to be.
Anyway, that's another project complete and it gives me much better lighting on the desk surface. I've got a blog post going into far more detail on the build, check it in the description.